everyone! Today we're making pastel, a Brazilian street food, and the origin might surprise you.
Let's learn about pastel. The Japanese started to migrate to Brazil in 1908. By 1940, over 160,000 Japanese were living there. Now Brazil has more than 1.5 million people of Japanese descent. São Paulo has the largest Japanese community in the world after Japan. During the war, there was a movement against the Japanese communities. So, as an option of income, they started making and selling fried gyoza-style dumplings, creating the pastel that we know today. They added cachaça to the dough and made different fillings to please the Brazilian taste, like bacalhau, beef, chicken, and shrimp. Today, you can find a pastel stand in every farmer's market and corners in São Paulo and across Brazil. Many of them still runs by a Japanese descent family and always next to a caldo de cana stand. Pastel, yum!
We're gonna make a pastel de carne à moda paulista. It's a beef pastel from the state that I'm from, and I love it because, tastes like home. Let's start making the dough.
We will use 400 grams of all-purpose flour, 300 in a large bowl, and 100 in a different container. These 100 grams we will be adding little by little while you're kneading the dough.
The cachaça is important for the recipe because it makes the dough dry and crispy when you fry. But it's the alcohol content what does the job. So you can use also vodka or any hard liquor that you have. Once the dough is even, I'm gonna add some of the flour in a nice and clean surface. Don't forget that.
Keep kneading the dough until smooth and adding flour until the dough stops sticking on your hands.
Now we're gonna let the dough rest for around 20 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna prep the filling. To sear your meat, the oil needs to be very hot.
To work with half of the dough first. The other half, just cover with saran wrap and keep it in the fridge. Add flour to the table so the dough won't stick. Keep rolling the dough until thin, like these. Try to make a long and even rectangle and cut the sides. Guys, don't throw out the discard dough. You can always bake or fry later to snack anytime. Open a sandwich plastic bag and place on top of the dough. This will cover the dough, preventing drying. Now make a roll with the dough, like this.
Tired. Let's keep this in the fridge until you're ready to use.
2 hours or so has passed. The filling and the dough are completely cold. Now we can assemble the pastel. cut any size you like. For me, a palm is a good size. Add the filling in the middle of the dough. Remember to keep space on the top and the bottom so you can close properly. Grab a fork and press gently to make sure the dough is sealed. Also, looks cute.
Now it's time to fry the pastel.
Add a small piece of the dough to check if the oil is hot. If the dough rises fast like this one, it's because it's ready to go. Yay!
Don't forget to take out of the plastic. Oh, see?
Todo dia você vem com essa mania e jeito arrogante de querer me esnobar. Você não vai me esnobar. Assim te deixo, não te olho, vem com seu whisky no copo e uma cara inocente me oferecendo a provar.
That looks super good.
Nego pra te ganhar. Jogo esse jogo não é pra perder.
So hungry.
Sabe que esse jogo não render. Mas vai jogando que se aprende a jogar. Eu te trato com amor.
This is the results that we want. First, nice and crispy, let's see. Nice and thin. Check. Beautiful, dry dough. Check. Oh man, that looks good. Bom pastel, super nice. Guys, this pastel came out amazing. No kidding. Super nice. I can't stop eating.